This video is made for adult collectors because Star Wars Transformer, but not a Star Wars Transformer. I am a Transformers collector, but I do dabble in other figures, and when this got announced, I was more curious than hyped because they engineered a transformation on this. So naturally, I wanted to get this and try it for myself, seeing how good this is at being not only a good Droideka, but also being a transformer, kinda. As a Droideka, this looks very good, like all the sculpted lines, the actual wires they use on the arms and stuff. The pistons, which do work, and the antenna look very neat, though be careful with the antenna that's sticking out of the head. It doesn't feel fragile, but it is really thin, so yeah, just be careful with that. The shoulders, according to the stock images, should be sitting up a bit, but this copy's left shoulder will not cooperate. Pain. But yeah, this copy, why do I say this copy? Because this is my second copy. My first one, this idiot right here, had loads of issues. First, his head kept coming off of the armature just didn't want to stay. One of the arms was actually fused, so I couldn't transform it at all. Fortunately, Hasbro sent me a new one, so yeah, now I have a second. I do like the deco on the burgundy brown color they use for the outer shell. It looks like they might have mixed a little bit of like black metal flake in here so that you can see bits of black, but there is no actual black paint. It works like very well to get that effect. I wish the guns had a bit more paint on them though. Like they're just gray blobs hanging out there, but the details are nice. It just, they kind of get lost because they're not picked out. The head tip is also kind of loose. I can fix that, but it is annoying. Both copies are like that. It's a very nice size though. For $34 US, you get a lot of Star Wars toy for the money, especially considering the Star Wars tax. Can't really do much in the way of looking dynamic. He is a Droideka. That's like all they do is roll, shoot, and fall over. Makes me want a normal battle droid now, though. So he's a little. There we go. The articulation on this thing. There's quite a lot here, but because it's just a Droideka, they don't really do anything dynamic in the movies or the shows. So like, it's not going to do anything dynamic. But the head is on that really loose ball joint. I'm gonna have to go in there and try to fix that. I did floor polish this one, but it's still a little bit, like it holds its poses, but it doesn't take a lot of effort to just like move it. So I'm going to have to try something else on this, but this does swivel. This does shift a little bit as well, so you've got that going on. I'm worried to shift it too much because then it'll just come off like this, guys. These shoulders here, they can go up and they can go backwards and forwards. You also have a joint right here that allows the shoulder to swing forward and back. You have in and out. You also have a bicep rotation and an elbow bend, which when you bend the elbow, it does move the pistons, kind of. This double joint, so like it does move the pistons when you rotate this joint here. It has an ab crunch, so there is that. These can also flap whenever you want, the shield generators. I think these are the shield generators. Could be wrong. The front legs can move in and out. They can go up and down. They can rotate, and they have a joint down here. And the back one as well can go up and down, rotate. Although this one's ratcheted at its rotation, and then it has a joint here, but no side to side for obvious reasons. But yeah, that's the posing. It's pretty fine, I guess. Like you can get it in a display pose, which is probably all you're gonna really do with the Droideka. But like this shoulder, man, it's like that on both. It's like that on both, but this one can't go back. Like it just springs right back, whereas this one goes up and then stays. So yeah, both Droidekas have shoulder issues, which is extremely unfortunate. I don't know how widespread these shoulder issues are. Like I don't know how widespread that's going to be because, you know, I haven't really seen any other videos about it, but I do have two and they both have the same problem, which is pain. But yeah, all you can really do is this. That's pretty much it. So yeah, the Droideka is neat, if a bit jank in some areas. So how's that transformation? How did the Star Wars team do on engineering a transformation? So getting him into ball mode is a lot more difficult than you might think because you don't get instructions. I don't understand why you don't get any instructions, but you don't get any instructions. You kind of have to look at a picture of it online and hope you get it right. So this is what I approximately think it's supposed to be like. The camera's crooked. So yeah, and there are no locking tabs anywhere. So everything that moves doesn't have a secure point to sit. So for those of you who aren't Transformers fans and don't know, here's a Transformer. All right, I'm going to just unpeg it a little bit. So when you are transforming it, you see these bits right here, they're going to lock into place, right? They're going to hold everything securely. Then you have two more tabs that are going to go into here to make the whole thing sit nice and snug like. And there you go. That is not going to come apart at all because it is tabbed in. This doesn't do that. So to start with, you fold up the arms and then you bring them up and back like that. These are the only points that feels like secure because they do ratchet into place. Then you want to take the whole head and slide it out, and then you just sort of compress this entire thing down. There we go. Fold up the shield generators and then fold up the legs, sort of curl them into place. And I believe that's it. That's all. Like, the pictures I see online have it looking like this, which is cool and all, but like, this moves a lot. This doesn't tab in at all. These don't tab in at all. So like, you can swing out when you go to like pick it up and stuff. It is kind of annoying. I do wish that this had a more secure ball joint. Like that's, I don't know if that's like fully correct or not. It's annoying. The only things that stay stable are these, the arms up here. The legs don't tab in. I kind of wish this pegged in under here to keep that into place. I kind of wish these had a spot to like secure themselves. That might just be due to the Droideka's design, but also I wish like this stayed together better. It doesn't hold together quite well, which is annoying. So ball mode is, I mean, it's ball mode. It looks like a ball of sorts. Not as clean as like a Balrog, but hey, it gets the job done quite well. That's just the nature of the design of the droid in general. I just really wish things tabbed in properly. Like I said, there's no tabs, so messing with the ball, trying to get it to like stay seated properly, things like to come out, especially that head. Like, I wouldn't attempt to roll it because it's not stable enough. The thin struts that the head's on, you put too much pressure on that and the clips come out and then you struggle to get them back in because trying to clip them in is annoying as hell. But it's not terrible by any means. As a Star Wars collector, I think this does pretty fine. As a Transformers collector, obviously this could be better in certain aspects, but A, I'm not the target market, and B, the Star Wars tax probably takes a lot from the development of this. I don't know how making Black Series toys works, hence the lack of locking tabs and stuff. Or it could just be chalked up to inexperience. Maybe sometime down the line they try this again and we get something that's got more natural locking tabs on it. Or maybe they actually include the Transformers team on the design of this to get the engineering to like work fully. The plastic they make these toys out of doesn't seem like the best choice for something that has to change shape as much as this does. It's softer and therefore easier to manipulate, stretch, and warp. So if something is slightly warped out of the box, for example a wonky shoulder, it kind of throws the experience off as a whole. I'd say it's not bad fully, and if you're a Star Wars collector, I would say go for it, because it is probably the best looking 6-inch Droideka out there, and you could customize it to look even better if you wanted to. But as a Transformers collector, it's something I would probably say skip on, because it's the same price as a Voyager, and a Voyager you get a lot more stuff. But that's my look at the Black Series Droideka. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.